I'd love to do. I'm just getting into speaking now, so
Good. Well, you got to
it'll be
allow
fun.
me to be your mentor. Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. Hello, everybody. I have a very, very special guest this evening. His name is Zach Benson. And I want you to like this page and share it because this is a time that we know that things have changed dramatically. I talk about the fact that life is full of transformations, disruptions, and hunger, the hunger to get through to create what it is that you want. And so at this particular time, we're in a place where we've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. And I have an expert and I want you, anybody you know that's in business, entrepreneurs, or anybody that you know that's ready to take over and take control of their own destiny financially, and anybody you know that realize that this is the attention economy and that you need to be seen. And so this interview that I'm having with this person who is an expert in this area on how you can be seen is someone that you want to hear, you want to sit down, you want to relax and tune out all the distractions and take some notes. Zach Benson. Hello, Zach. How are you?
Hey, Les. Great. I'm great. Thanks for having me on. Excited to be here.
Great. Now, where are you? What country are you in?
So right now I'm actually in the Maldives. So if you guys take a look here, this is my 3-bedroom overwater villa suite. So it's 7 a.m. here. They have like a super slide, so kind of reminds me of when I was a kid.
Now,
So,
what country is it?
so I'm actually in the Maldives. This is near Sri Lanka and about 4 hours from India. So it's kind of like by the Indian Ocean. You can only get here from taking a flight about 15 hours to Dubai or India, and then another 5-hour flight from Dubai or India to the Maldives, and then a private seaplane to land on the water in front of the hotel. So the whole trip takes about 20 hours to get here. So I'm a little bit jet lagged, but excited to be with you guys.
I've had one of those trips. That's in my past, never to do again. I will do everything virtually going forward. Zach, how long have you been involved in helping people to create a presence and monetizing their dreams and having a greater impact on the internet?
Yeah, so I've been doing this for about 6 years. To tell you guys a little bit about my story, so before all this marketing stuff, before working with big countries and brands, I was actually a break dancer, and yeah, like a b-boy, and I was teaching dance, performing, battling all over the world, and I was even a participant on So You Think You Can Dance, and taught in 50 countries. But to take you back even further, like I was born in Korea, and then adopted by my parents in the States. So, Les, I grew up in Iowa. And, growing up for me was hard because, one, I looked different. I grew up in the middle of Iowa, right? Asian kid. And two, I spoke different. I couldn't say the letter R until I was in my 20s. So I never thought I'd be doing something like this, speaking live in front of millions of people. And, growing up was hard because of those two things. And I never talked, never participated in class, was always getting bad grades, getting in trouble. So my parents thought life wasn't going to be too good for me. They thought I was going to be like a juvenile delinquent. And life wasn't looking too good for me until I found dance. And that's what became my passion, my fire, something I was good at. And I just worked really hard at it and kept working and working, eventually started winning competitions. Eventually I started battling, teaching all over the world. Eventually I was on TV shows and did that full time all the way to where I was making about $1,000 an hour just teaching workshops in Iowa and around the US. And, life was good, right?
Yeah.
Good. And then something happened. I was living life. I was traveling. I was doing something I really loved. And then I hurt my back in India, 2015, and which ended my career, and rushed to the hospital. So after the performance, I was rushed to the hospital. Doctors came in and was like, Zach, I don't think you're ever going to be able to dance again.
How did you hurt your back? What happened?
So I was actually teaching at a salsa conference in India. I was the main keynote dancer performer, and during warm up, I actually just landed wrong. And breakdance, like we're spinning and flipping and doing all these tricks. I landed wrong, and it ended up having to perform because he was like, Zach, like everybody is here to watch you. Like, I don't care what happened, but you got to make it happen. You got to dance. And so the whole performance lasted about, 50 seconds, and I fell and I hurt myself again. And that's what ended my dancing career. And
Wow.
yeah. And so here I was.
Well, you tried to do it even though you had injured yourself.
Exactly. I felt a commitment to the fans, to the organizer, to everybody that made this dance tour happen for me. So I tried my best. I gave it my all, but it wasn't enough. And I mean, the crowd loved it. Don't get me wrong. They loved it. And I heard a lot of claps and people cheering me on. But after that, I didn't know what I was going to do. And I was, again, at rock bottom. And so the same friend who got me into dancing called me up and was like, Zach, like, I know you're depressed. I know you're going through some hard times, but listen, like me and my brother, we're making a ton of money on Instagram. Like, you got to get in on this. And with the last $10,000 I had less, I actually asked my dad for some money, and I was like, we got to send my best friend a check, $10,000 check. And so he loaned me some money, wrote him the check, sent it to Miami, and I owned 10% of a 400,000 follower Instagram account. And so you can actually buy Instagram accounts, and we bought an Instagram account in the motivational niche that was reposting all of the famous motivational speakers like yourself, Les, and giving them credit and promoting them on the page. And we just sold placements. We advertised, we promoted other people's pages and promoted other people that wanted to grow their Instagrams on that big page.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we did it. And fast forward today, we have a 220 million network on Instagram. I'm the founder of a Sistagram. And wow, we're working with some really big people like Les Brown, Russell Brunson, founder of ClickFunnels, a bunch of people. And life has really changed, but I'm excited to be here and teach your audience and how to also grow on Instagram and dominate social media.
To go from a break dancer to an entrepreneur and teaching people how to use Instagram and monetize. And we both are adopted. So it shows that anything's possible. Fantastic. Right. And you helped me to get set up, and I want to just thank you. You've just been phenomenal for my business. And so I want you to share with people, what are the things that you can do for them and things that they can do for themselves that will create a greater presence for themselves, and how they can monetize their ideas, their dreams, their image, their business through the platform that you have now mastered.
Yes. So Instagram is one of the most engaging platforms in the world, right? So with all the crazy stuff that was happening with Facebook and the Cambridge Analytica and the data leaks, the attention shift from Facebook to Instagram is moving faster than ever before. So if you're not actually on Instagram and taking it seriously, now's the time to get on it so that you can be ahead of the game and not left behind. There's over, I think now, almost 800 million users using Instagram every single day. If you've heard of Snapchat, they created their own feature called Instagram Stories that has 600 million active users using Instagram Stories every single day. They just rolled out IGTV, which is sort of like Facebook. So it's really the platform that you guys need to be on. Now, as far as how you grow and how you build an audience, it really all starts with content, because with great content comes more growth. Now, I think what a lot of people are afraid of doing is just putting themselves out there, right? Mm-hmm. Like creating content. So what do you write about? What do you speak about? What do you talk about online? In 2020, you can show people what you want to show on social media, or you can show them what you don't want to show, right? But I think the more that you show, the more that you're vulnerable, the more that you're authentic, the more that you speak from the heart, it resonates with people. So when you're thinking about creating content online, like even on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, you want to talk about times like, for example, when maybe you overcame a sickness, or you lost a big deal, or you overcame an addiction, or you got fired from a job, or the list goes on and on of these different things that have happened to you and different experiences that you've gone through, and you want to talk openly about them, and you want to pique somebody's interest in about 5-7 seconds, because that's all you have online is 5 to 7 seconds to pique their interest, to get them excited, to keep reading, to keep clicking, to hit that follow button. And so the first and most important thing is creating, I think, content that piques interest, but that comes from the heart.
Mm. And how do you do that in such small bites?
I think it's just actually like for Instagram, they have the timeline post and then they have the stories, right? And then you can go live. So for Instagram stories, it's just about being on the camera and capturing the moment as you're simply living life. So social media, actually, it doesn't take a lot of time. I mean, it's your choice, but to be creating content, you can actually be a consumer or a creator, right? Everyone, we wake up, we open our phones, hear our alarms, and we start scrolling, and we start reading and clicking and watching. And you can be like that, or you can be a creator. And it doesn't take that much to be a creator. All you have to do is just simply turn on your phone and be in the moment and talk about what you're experiencing, and talk about what you're seeing, and talk about what you're feeling. And when you do that, that's how you can get your voice heard. But I think a lot of people they're afraid of looking bad, or what are they going to say, or are they going to make fun of me, or am I looking bad? And I think you just have to get over that. Know that that your voice is important, that you are important as a human being, and you have value and worth to offer others. And just put yourself out there and do it as you're just simply living a life.
Zach, so how do you make money? Who pays you to do this?
So okay, like right now, again, like, see guys, this suite is $24,000 a night. And
wow,
I'm paying this much, zero.
What? Why?
Why? Well, so in the past,
When I was in Abu Dhabi, you outdid me, because I had a room in Abu Dhabi for $23,000 a night.
right.
So yeah, so I want to see this room where you are. Now I wasn't on the water like you are. It was at the tallest hotel in the world in Abu Dhabi. So 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 this somebody is paid for you to be there.
Yes.
Yes. Now what is that? Okay, so that's like a fish up there, the roof.
Yeah. This is a
Okay.
dolphin.
A dolphin. Okay. So what are you doing there?
Yeah. So countries like, Dubai and Maldives, they collaborate with people. And so basically what my company does, a Sistergram, is we do two things, right? We help people get seen, known, heard everywhere, and dominate and grow and monetize their personal brands online. And then we also organize tourism board campaigns for countries. So basically how we're bringing them customers is we get other influencers, other digital destination influencers that from the countries they're targeting, to come over, create content, and post about it on Instagram. And that's all we simply do. Is, let's say Dubai is targeting Indochina and the Nordic countries and other parts of Asia, like let's say Korea. Well, we bring destination influencers that have millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers over to Dubai or over to the Maldives, where I'm at, and share about their experience. And that's how I've gotten over 810 nights for free at some of the world's biggest hotels in the world. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, the whole works, spa treatments, everything, is by leveraging and using my Instagram network to travel for free. And it's really a simple value exchange. All I'm doing is say, hey, I know you're working on this. Let me connect you with this person. Or I know you're targeting these countries and people, and you want tourists from these countries. Like, I'm going to connect you with so and so. And I just simply make that connection. And that's how I'm staying here. And I've been here for about 3 weeks.
So you help people to become seen, known, and dominate. I love that.
Yes. Yes.
So the people that are listening now, and we have people who are in business for themselves, people who are thinking about it through the inspiration of desperation. Many people have lost their jobs. There are people facing evictions. And I just read an article that as we go into 2021, the majority of Americans are $5,000 behind on their rent because of the coronavirus. So how can people earn money with Instagram? If you are looking for a way to reinvent yourself and using Instagram to help to carve out a place for yourself in the marketplace online, to monetize that, to become seen and known and dominate in some particular area?
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways that things that you need to do to get started. Okay, so step one is now you can actually growth hack it, and you can there's marketplaces to buy Instagram pages. So you can actually buy a big Instagram page that let's say has 100,000 followers. Use that page to promote your personal page and drive traffic from that page over to your personal or company brand. Nowadays in 2020, it's a lot harder to grow on Instagram. So you have to be creative. You have to be creative with your content. You have to be consistent. And you have to use networks and big accounts to promote your pages. So the most important thing that you can do is step one. I would say in 2020, growth hack your account. You need to have a big account. You need to have big networks promoting your content. Now, there's a couple of free ways to do this. You can actually get into what's called engagement groups. So what are engagement groups? Engagement groups are groups of, 15 people all liking and commenting on your content. And when you get enough likes and comments in a short window of time, it kind of hits their algorithms and boosts you onto the main feed, the top. And how you find these groups, like Zach, how do you get into groups that have 100,000 followers on them? Like, I only have 500 followers, or I don't even have an account. Well, there's a couple of ways that you can do this. When I didn't have millions of followers, I actually reached out to accounts that had 100,000 followers, 1,000,000 followers, and I was like, hey, I'm new to Instagram. Sent them a message, sent them an email. I'm new to Instagram. I love your page. I love what you're doing, and I see that you're growing really, really fast. Now, I want to pay you for your time and your expertise, and I'd be willing to pay you, like $5 per each engagement group that you can get me into. And what I realized, Les, is some of these accounts that had millions of followers on them were run by kids, teenagers, like 15, 16, 17 years old. And, back then, like when I was like growing up, I was making like $5 an hour, like mowing my grandma's lawn. And for them to get me into like 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 engagement groups, like boom, 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 like that in less than 10 minutes, they made it easy, like $100, right? $50. And suddenly overnight, I had this big network of millions of followers that I could leverage, that I could use to promote my content. So the most important thing for you all starting out on Instagram is to get into these engagement groups and to make friends with accounts that have larger followings than yourself, and leverage their accounts and help each other promote everyone's content inside the groups. That's step number one. The second step and strategy that still works is the hashtag method. Now, hashtags help, or think of them as like Google keywords. Like when you're using Google, you type something in and you find out information about that. Instagram hashtags are the same thing. So you can search like Abu Dhabi or Dubai or Maldives or real estate or houses in um, Maldives or houses in Bali, or how to cook spaghetti or how to cook pad Thai, like whatever, right? They have all these how-tos and instructional videos and video content images out there. And so think of Instagram as like a Google search, as like a YouTube search. You can search and find anything. Now, in order to be found, in order to be discovered on Instagram, you have to use hashtags the right way. And this will help get your content seen. Now, a lot of people, I think they can create some content, but they're like, how do I actually get it seen? How do people actually find out about me? Well, it's through hashtags. So when you're doing hashtags, you want to start off with a big general hashtag, right? So let's say you're in real estate. You want to type in hashtag real estate. Now, the hashtag real estate has maybe 200 million posts on it, or 20 million posts on it. So that means that it's a very popular keyword hashtag that people are searching for. Now, if you have 500 followers and you're only getting around 50 likes per post, the likelihood of you hitting the top post for the hashtag real estate is like, it's like zero, right? Like you're going to be drowned out, like, because so many people are using that and your engagement is so low that you'll never be seen. So the trick here is start with a big hashtag that's super general, super generic, like real estate, travel, motivation. And Instagram is going to show you like all the related hashtags to that big hashtag. And you're going to scroll left and you're going to scroll up and down and you're going to see then how many posts these other related hashtags have. And you're going to try to find hashtags that have between 20 to 50,000 posts on them, 50 to 100,000 posts. And you're going to create multiple sets of hashtags. You're going to write all of these hashtags down on a piece of paper, 20 to 30 of them. That equals one hashtag set. And you're going to create multiple sets of hashtags and put them on your posts to see which ones perform the best and give you more engagement and give you followers. That makes sense. If you guys are having trouble with this, like I'm a visual person, like okay, this is kind of making sense, but I want to see how, like, step 2 guide. I mean, you guys can go to like my website as well, like assistagram.com, Assistagram, and I have a free guide that is explaining some of this stuff that you guys can grab for free. Just because I'm also a visual learner, I am a dancer. I'm a creative person, so I like to see things.
So if people would like to hire you to handle this for them, people like me who say, you know what, that's not my superpower. That's not in my lane. I want to stay in my lane and do what I do. What would you suggest? You suggest that people learn this and make this part of what they do, or do you provide training for them or do it for them?
Yeah, so we do it all, right? So think of Assistagram, my company, as your like outsourced Instagram growth manager. We're creating the content for you. We're posting for you. We're finding all of the hashtags. We're doing the engagement groups. We're assigning you a real person, a real human being that's going to be on your account every single day doing hundreds to thousands of manual actions. And so my company can do it all. And to have it done for you, all you have to do is simply set up a call at assistagram.com, and you'll set up a call with one of my growth managers, and they'll walk you through everything and explain how we work. But you can also see a lot of benefits and results from our free guide. And if you do want to do this yourself, there is still some opportunity to learn how to grow on Instagram and how to do some of these things yourself. The thing that you have to decide is how much time you have, how much time you want to dedicate to this, because it does take a lot of time to do all of these engagement groups. You're going to have to be
Yeah,
on.
I'm not interested in doing that. I'm just interested in engaging you. Let you do it. I don't have the patience for that.
Yeah,
That's not what I do. I want to do what I do. I speak.
yeah, exactly. So for someone like you, I mean, and people who don't have a lot of time, and people who are already stretching themselves thin and feeling like you're wearing multiple hats and doing multiple things every single day, yeah, I definitely recommend that you probably find a company like myself, a sistergram, to do the work for you, so that you can continue to do the things that you love and that you're really good at. Um, and I always say outsource the things that you're not good at, right? And just focus on the things that you love and bring you greatest joy and happiness.
Yeah, that's what I love. My goal is just to speak and to train speakers. That's all that I'm interested in doing. And that's why we have engaged your company to handle our Instagram, because I don't have the interest in doing that. That's not what I do. I want to let that go to you because that's your superpower. And you've done it successfully for organizations and businesses around the world. How can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, so you guys can find me in my company, sistergram.com, and you can reach out to us, connect with us. We'd love to set up a call with you. We'd love to hear your story and hear more about you and your business and how we can help you smash your goals and monetize your presence online. And then also just, my name is Zach Benson, so you can feel free to reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram. My Instagram handle is at Zach Vacay, ZACHVACAY. And yeah, I'd love to connect and see how we can support and help each other.
Yeah, well, I want us to work a deal so
Yeah.
that you can put me virtually in that $23,000 a night hotel where you are.
Let's do it. You got to.
What has the travel been like going over there? Were the flights full?
Yeah, I mean, pretty full actually, because Maldives is one of the countries that's open, and Dubai, you don't, as long as you're negative, and you have a negative test within 96 hours, you can pretty much do anything in Dubai and in the Maldives. So flights were kind of full, but I mean, everyone is being safe, and the only people that are going over are the people that are actually negative. Um, so yeah, it was pretty safe and a pretty smooth process.
And did people keep social distancing on the plane? And how did you eat with your mask on?
Yeah, so we had to wear masks, like even like in first class, like on Emirates, you have your own private suites, so you have your own little hole, like a little cabin. We still had to wear our masks, and everybody has to wear their masks. All the flight attendants wear masks. They give you hand sanitizer, they give you towels, they give you all of the mask and materials, and um, you can only take it off really when you eat. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, most of the time you're just watching movies or eating a little bit and sleeping. So it's
Emirates is something else. You're talking about first class. You got your own little private cabin. You got an apartment in the air or a suite in the air. It's
yeah,
very exciting.
yeah. It was my first time doing that, so it was fun. But
Mhm. All right. Tell people once again how they can reach out to you to engage your services if they'd like to have their Instagram business taken care of, to grow it and take it to the next level and monetize it, to be seen, to be known, and to dominate.
yes, so my name is Zach Benson. I'm the founder of Assistagram. You guys can go to assistagram.com to schedule a free strategy session, and also to pick up the free growth hacking guide. So go there, check it out. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to help you and help you grow and monetize on Instagram and online. So thanks for your time, guys. Thanks for your time, Les. This has been amazing. Don't be afraid to reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you.
All right. I'm telling you, I'm so excited about it. I'm glad we finally connected. Everything happens as it should in the fullness of the time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, his name is Zach Benson, and he's going to be mentoring me in this place, this space where I am unfamiliar with, but I really don't have to know how to become an expert in it because he's an expert. So I'm letting him handle that, and I'm going to teach him how to take his voice and his speaking to the next level. So that's exciting. All right. Fantastic. I appreciate you, man. Hold on just a minute, please. I
Yeah,
hope you got as much value out of this, ladies and gentlemen, as I have. His name is Zach Benson. And it's Sistergram, right? How they
yeah,
can reach out to you.com.
yes, that's right. Thank
And
you, guys.
all right, I appreciate you. Bye for now. Hold on.